Hello guys, it's Buscap, and this is gameplay on Lake Island. I was thinking about taking bits and pieces out of this video, just to make it a little bit shorter, make it a little bit more entertaining, but I decided not to, because there's a very special reason why this video is out right now. I'm playing this game with one of my friends, Chicken Killer, from Quantic Takedown. I mentioned in the first video that I was part of the team, but I didn't really explain what it was, so here we go. Quantic Takedown is a competitive team on the PlayStation 3 on Game Battles. Right now, for people that don't know, Game Battles only has Squad Rush mode in Arena because there are no private servers. They're in talks of putting that in later. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But we are trying to get into Conquest, and we have had a few skirmishes at that. We don't really have a settled structure for air vehicles yet and pilots. We just have people that we know are good, so they fly. So what I'm doing is I'm helping out the team, and I'm kind of fixing the roster at the moment. I'm seeing who's good at flying and kind of making a system for how they're going to play. So Chicken Killer and I were both looking for a partner in the helicopter, so we decided to give it a go here. The guy wouldn't get out of the helicopter, so we kind of get up a little bit late. Their helicopter is already above our base. Not to worry though, we start shooting at it. Getting a few hits. He's getting a few hits, and rocket out. Right there, and I get hit. Right out of the helicopter. I don't know if that's a glitch, or if that was put in the game for a reason. I don't know. It just happens so often, I don't like it. But my partner seems to take him down without a problem. I spawn in his helicopter, he lands, and I take over the pilot position, and he guns for me for a little bit. So we get up in the air, and immediately both of us are just looking over their base. I'm trying to get a little bit of speed, making sure that no one really sees me too high. I don't want them to know exactly where I am. But I also don't want to be low enough where I could crash and have to slow down if anything happens. So I get about 30 feet off the ground, making sure that nothing really gets too close to me, making sure I don't get too close to anything. Here's a tank, and we just start shooting at it, making sure that nothing really sees us. We're communicating this whole time, which is really a big deal. A lot of times you'll see videos on YouTube where it's just a pilot and a gunner, and they're just talking it out. They're talking about what the game is going on with, what's happening, which is really good. But in this video, we take it to a whole other level. You'll see in a second we take out this helicopter, and I get him the same way he got me, with one rocket right through the window. I'm getting locked on. I just duck down behind this mountain. The really good thing about this map is that there really isn't a place that you can't hide. The island is shaped as a horseshoe with raised mountains, so you can just dive down next to that water line, maybe next to that sand, and you'll be fine. What I do here is I just start shooting. I don't see where they are necessarily. I'm just shooting right through the building, seeing if maybe I can get a hit. If not, I want the guy to scatter a little bit. We had one guy inside of there. I was hoping that he could get it. If not, maybe get a spot, and then my gunner could take him out. It kind of dies down over there. I decided that we needed to come over to this area. Someone's getting locked on me, but I don't know who it is. But surely enough, my partner gets the spot on most of the people in the base, so now it's a little bit easier. We see a tank, and we start shooting at it. Disabled, and guy gets out and destroyed. He tells me that the helicopter is probably coming up soon, so we turn around and we get headed back over here. Someone's getting locked on me yet again. I don't know where he is. At this point, I don't even care. See a guy there. My partner decides he wants to get the helicopter too. He jumps out, and there he goes. He got it. We're both looking down this path, see that there's an AA gun right there. So I start shooting at it, make sure I get a disabled line before it starts to take one of us out. But the guy repairs it, gets back in, starts shooting at me. I don't want to leave my partner just sitting there getting shot at, so 48%. I still get back up, take a few shots at this guy. I'm getting hit from behind. I don't know what's going on. So my partner's telling me exactly what's going on behind me. but I'm still getting hit. Over here, helicopter. My partner's helicopter is right behind me, making sure that nothing's going on, but I don't know what happened. We couldn't get that jet off. So I tell him to come over here, make sure nothing's happening. If that jet comes back, he can protect me from it while I repair this Viper. He's right behind me. We decided we're going to go back for another swoop. See what's going on over there. This whole time, I'm just trying to spot. This guy seems like he might have been the guy that was going after me, so I just make sure he crashes and dies before anything happens. Someone's getting a lock on me most of this game, but I have no idea what's going on. I don't see anyone. I was thinking it was a SOFF most of the time. As you'll see later on, they just get a lock on me and don't do much else. My partner and I are both spawning the entire time, so if we don't get someone, maybe the other person will. If not, maybe someone on the ground's going to see them, maybe a jet. I don't know what's going to happen. We just need to make sure that we lock down the air and make sure nothing's going on. A lot of times what I'll end up doing is if I'm looking out into a blank area and I don't see anything, I'll just press the spot button a few times just to make sure nothing's going on there. You never know. I mean, especially in this map where there are a lot of places to hide, you never know what you're going to see. Especially if you're high up off the ground, you don't know what's going on below you. You don't know if someone's getting a spot on you, you don't know what's going on. So constantly, my partner and I are both spawning. He dies, he spawns back in my helicopter, and we fly over here. Again, we're just spawning everything that we see. We don't know if someone's actually over there. We're just making sure that if someone's over there, we take them out before they capture an objective. Fly over here, they're in the helicopter, sure enough, but we don't let them get up. There's a disabled, there's still someone in there, we know, we're making sure that they can't get up no matter what they try. I don't see anyone in here, but my mini-map is telling me that there's someone in the corner. I don't see anything, I don't know what they're talking about, but I still have to take a look just to make sure that something was actually going on. Looking at this jet, I don't know. I don't know if it's just on the PlayStation or really anything else, but when you're flying in a helicopter or really anything, even if you're using a Stinger, you could hit that jet a few times, or at least it'll look like you hit him a few times, and really he'll just fly away like it's no big deal unless he actually slows down. I don't know what that's about, but it's not important. We're flying around the space, making sure nothing happens, seeing if their helicopter's back up, and no one's in it, so I fly over it, my partner gets out, and we start the crusade again. We're just flying over these objectives, making sure there's something going on. They were hovering around these bases earlier in the game, so we're just making sure that they're not trying to get anything over here. I get a spawn, get a few key shots on the guy. He jumps down and I start shooting at him. I'm not sure who the other guy in the squad was. I haven't played with him before this match, but he was pretty good, so he was helping us out most of the time in that base, making sure nothing happens. He was keeping us up as well as we were. So my partner and I both see that there's this tank right here. I start shooting at it, making sure he doesn't really try to pull anything. I just fly around here because I'm getting shot at. My partner comes around and he takes him out. I'm just spawning down this long hill. A lot of times what I'll find is that that's where most of the people with the Stingers hide, on that side or on the opposite side of the island. What I'll do when I come up in this map, if I'm spawning on the ship, is I'll just take up the helicopter and just spot before I even get close to it. Usually they'll have a few tanks hiding out there, making sure nothing's getting by. See, now I know that there's someone here. I just saw that they were taking the objective, so I just start shooting it. I don't know where he is, but again, my mini-map is telling me that he's somewhere in that corner. Get a lock on. Something's right behind me, I don't know. But I'm trying to shake the lock. I don't know what's going on here. They're not really shooting at me as I thought they would be. So I just fly away. What a lot of people nowadays should know is that when someone gets a lock on you, until it makes that high-pitched beeping noise, you don't need to use your flares, but sometimes it could still be a good idea. Sometimes I'll pop them off early just to see what's going to happen. Sometimes I don't know if it's a person or not. Right there I get really nice hits, take out both a tank and a jeep that were right there. My partner is just making sure that nothing's getting out of there. We're keeping the objective, making sure that they can't capture that base. What I find is that that's one of the biggest objectives that you would want to keep. Sometimes it doesn't really make a difference if you've got the other two bases, but what I'll generally like to do is spend most of my time around here making sure that they don't get any tanks here, especially that AA gun. In the right hands, it's one of the deadliest weapons I've ever seen on this map. I mean, I've been playing on this map for a really long time. It's one of my favorite helicopter maps, and I've seen a few people with AA guns just taking out jets left and right. I mean, it's pretty brutal. We know there are a few snipers here, a few guys with stingers. We're just making sure nothing happens to our teammates, making sure they don't get any closer to the objectives. So we're just flying around there, making sure that as long as they're not approaching the bases, we're fine. So we're making sure that they don't get any closer. It's all about the team, so we just try to make sure that they're off our teammates. As long as they're on us, we're the harder thing to hit, so we're going to make sure that they're going to stay on us. This guy isn't the only one there, but it goes back to who you want to kill first, because they're going to kill you first. Generally it's a tank, sometimes it's a jeep, but I saw that guy had a stinger, and that's my first objective. I want to make sure that the stinger is out because he's the only person there that could actually kill me with one round, as we saw at the beginning of the match. I got killed right through the window. I want to make sure that doesn't happen again, because I don't want to leave my partner out here by himself. He's really locking down this area, but right now I like to think of it as 50-50. 50% of their guys are locking onto me and 50% are locking into him. I don't want to see what's going to happen if 100% are locking onto him, so I just make sure that I keep the people off of him while he's shooting at them. Generally, the Havoc is a little bit weaker than the Viper. I've seen some people do a lot better with it, but I don't like the turning speed, I don't like the accuracy, I don't like anything on it. He doesn't seem to have a problem with it. So he has a really good game right here. He's just making sure nothing's going on over there. I take a little passive role here, making sure that no one's getting by. He's doing the ground assault here. I see a guy's getting by, and I take him out pretty quickly. In this match, a lot of people were putting down M13 mines, which just helped me out. I thought that they were going to stop putting them down once I started shooting at them, but I guess not. It really helped us a lot. I definitely could have gotten at least 50% of the kills here. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and more to come.